But in a big way, yeah. So, and it's, you know, it's Colombian characters set in Bogotá. I'll try and give you the short answer. I've been trying to get this film made for 15 years, all right? So it was originally going to be my first film before Girl with the Pearl Earring. Then Girl with the Pearl Earring came along. I was then trying to make it. It was always meant as a low-budget feature. It was, you know, like a very personal film for me. I came up with a story. And I wasn't able to get it made in England. It was a bit too expensive. So I came here to shoot a documentary. I spent a month in the Amazon working with an indigenous tribe. And when I came back out of the jungle, I spent some time in Bogotá. And wandering around Bogotá, especially downtown, you know, fell in love with the city as a place to shoot. I mean, I'm sure that you've seen it a lot in Colombian movies, but I hadn't really seen a city like this. You know, with the mountains so close to that, you know, to a dense urban population. You've got the grit, you've got crime, you've got some beautiful buildings, you've got some, you know, some poor areas and stuff. And to me, it was incredibly cinematic.
Aló, ¿qué quiere?
Te quiero enseñar a ser el mejor cartelista de Bogotá. ¿Te interesa?
A mí de Bogotá me fascinó pues los contrastes que tiene, ¿no? La gran ciudad que es y como en todas las grandes ciudades de Latinoamérica, la fuerza, la juventud que tiene la población y lo vibrante que es toda la escena cultural. Me sorprendió mucho la fuerza de la cultura urbana bogotana.
Cuando vayan a robar una cartera, utilicen siempre estos dos dedos, como una pinza.
I came here first, as I said, when I made a movie called Girl with the Pearl Earring with Scarlett Johansson, and I was invited by Elba McAllister, who distributes films over here, and the British Council to come to the premiere of the film and talk to students and, you know, do like a cultural visit. And I made some very good friends during the 2 weeks that I was here, and I just thought it was the most amazing country. So I just kept on coming back. You know, I'd come back sometimes once a year, sometimes once every 2 years. I then did a bit of filming here, documentary-wise. So it was just a process. And I've travelled all over the country, you know, from La Guajira to Santa Marta, so on and so forth. I mean, so I've still a lot of places to go. But
Trabajen de a tres. Uno distrae, uno roba, el otro escapa. Y búsquense un tercero. Yo no voy a estar con ustedes.
one of the things that is tricky is when you're casting, you have to get people who work not only individually in the role, but when you put them together, that they work as an ensemble. So with the kids, you have like 3 different, you've got Doggy, this is this black guy, you've got Fresh, who's like a white hip hop kid, and then you've got Wana, the woman. And with this kind of thing, I wouldn't say there's so much improvisation around the dialogue, because there wasn't, it's not a dialogue heavy script. But what I like to do is to have a lot of conversations beforehand and work with them as actors and rehearse so that we all understand the character. And then when you're on the set, you can be freer and you can, and it gives them room to move, to kind of, to invent. So it's a combination. You need some discipline and some freedom. If it's all discipline, the film will feel dead. If it's all freedom, it becomes chaos. So it's my job to track a path as a director between these two things.
Buenas. Usted está encima de todo el mundo, pero estoy encima de usted.
Nos ratificó lo que ya pensábamos. Es una película muy fresca, es una película que creo que es muy interesante para el público más joven de Colombia por la edad, por quiénes son los protagonistas, que son estos 3 jóvenes, ¿no? Cada uno representa algo distinto de esa juventud y yo creo que gustó. Es una película fresca, es una película de género. Y yo creo que también agradecieron mucho, o la gente me comentaba que bueno, estaba bueno que no fuera, siempre viene gente de fuera a hacerles películas de que si Pablo Escobar, que si los carteles y los traquetos y tal, y esto no, esto es una película completamente de género, pero no tiene nada que ver con eso.
Well, listen, this is the thing, because I was asked by a journalist, do you not feel some responsibility because you're coming to Colombia and you're making a movie that glorifies crime, And what I said is, there's no cocaine in it, there's no narcos in it, there's no guerrilla, there's that, you know, there's none of there's no Pablo Escobar, because it seems to me that every other film, every second film here, are foreigners coming in to make films about Pablo Escobar. So sure, it's set in a criminal milieu, but for a start, the crime involves a lot of elegance and skill.